Welcome to this module on supporting gender equity in and through learning and teaching. I'd like to start by presenting an acknowledgement to country. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands on which I'm presenting today, the Kabi Kabi people or the Gubbi Gubbi people. I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. I'd also like to extend my acknowledgement to the elders past, present and emerging on the lands on which you're engaging with this learning and teaching today. I'd also like to acknowledge that these lands collectively were never ceded, always was, always will be Aboriginal lands. So we all want to live in a world that enjoys equal rights, where everyone enjoys equal rights, resources, opportunities, regardless of gender. But in reality, women and gender diverse people are disadvantaged and discriminated against, both in our workplaces and in our communities. Gender equity approaches recognise and address the social and historic disadvantages that prevent women and gender diverse people from benefiting from society's resources and opportunities, including educational opportunities. Gender equity approaches involve distributing or redistributing resources and opportunities between women, men, and gender diverse people fairly, according to and respective of their needs. This may include equal treatment, but it may actually involve treatment that is different, but which leads to equal outcomes. This module will briefly explore these socio-cultural and economic contexts in which we work and how they are reflected in our curricula. It'll also consider how universities play a role as culture makers. This unit is split into 5 sections. The first provides a rationale for engendering gender equity in and through teaching, the why. The second section considers compounded marginalisation and provides an opportunity for us to reflect on our positionality, but also consider how we might need to adopt a more intersectional lens to our gender equity practice. Section 3 identifies how to set up a learning environment that is inclusive of women and gender diverse students. Section 4 considers how to incorporate epistemological equity into our learning and teaching design. Finally, the last section, section 5, will really explore some practical pedagogical strategies that we can use to support gender equity. The unit provides opportunities for you to reflect on your learning and teaching context and identify specific ways in which you can support gender equity in and through learning and teaching. I recommend that you keep notes or even a reflective journal as you think, read and listen. You may wish to record your ideas, your insights, your thoughts, your key challenges, maybe even your aims, your plans for how you might address some of these ideas in your own learning and teaching design. That will really, I think, help you further contemplate the module, but also deepen your understanding and engage with some of the suggested readings and resources as well. On successful completion of this module, you should be able to identify the role of universities as culture makers and potential culture change makers, to reflect on and recognise your own gender and intersectional privilege or deprivilege, to implement specific strategies to support gender equity in and through your learning and teaching design. Thank you for joining me in this module.